Okay, this one you've got lateral and total surface area. So this is what we've been working on. This is what we're going to have our second checkpoint on. Our first checkpoint was nets. This is a very good place to start. Our textbook sections are always good to start with. So we have lateral and total surface area of prisms. So we only deal with rectangular, square, and triangular prisms. And then we also could work with pyramids as well. So we're going to get to pyramids in just a minute. This first one is just going to be rectangular. You're going to see a lot of rectangular and you will see a lot of triangular. So make sure you're focusing. So it says the lateral faces of a prism are parallelograms that connect the bases. Each base that is not a base is called a face, a lateral face. You guys have done this before. They're just using fancy words on you. Okay, the sum of the areas of the lateral faces is the lateral area of the prism. So remember, your base, this is a base, this is a base. We have two bases, and in this case, we have four faces. So this green area all the way around would be your lateral area. Your surface area is the sum of all of the areas of the surfaces, and we do it in square units because remember, area is squared. So the total surface area of a prism can be found by finding the sum of the lateral area and the areas of the bases. So we are going to use it, do it by using nets. Okay, so it says a net of a rectangular prism is shown. Excuse me. Use the net to find the lateral area and the total surface area of the prism. Each square represents 1 square inch. The blue regions are the bases, and the green regions are the lateral faces. So first thing you need to do is find the lateral area of the rectangular prism. There are two 2 by 5 inch rectangles, see right here and right here. There are two 2 by 6 rectangles, that's these two here. So 2, because we have 2 of them, times 2 times 5 is going to be 20. And then 2, because we have 2 of them again, times 2 times 6 is going to be 24. So your lateral area is going to be 44 inches because we're adding those two together. Then you need to find the surface area of your bases. Now our bases are the blue ones, remember? So we would do 5 times 6, which is 30. And because we have 2 of them, we're going to multiply it by 2, which is going to give us 60. So that's just our bases. So now what we have to do is we have to add our faces to our bases. And when we do, we end up getting 104 square inches. So on the back side, you've got a your turn. So go ahead and use the net to find the lateral area and the total surface area of the triangular prism described by the net. Okay, so for your lateral area, you should have gotten 48 square centimeters. And then for your total area, I'm abbreviating here obviously, you should get 60 centimeters squared. Okay, so that gives you a good idea of what you're up for. Okay, find the area of each individual piece and add them together. Remember, lateral is just the faces. Now, for a pyramid, okay, so you're going to use a net of a rectangular pyramid to find the lateral area and the total surface area of this pyramid. So, what we're going to do is there are 4 triangles. Each base is 16 and each height is 17. So you would do 1/2 base times height, which gives you 1 triangle, and then multiply it by 4, and it's going to give you 544. That's just your faces. That's just these triangles. For your total surface area, your area of your base is going to be 16 by 16, which is 256. So we just add these two together, and it will give us our total of 800 square inches. So how many surfaces does a triangular prism have? What shape are they? A triangular pyramid has 4 triangular faces. So 4 triangular faces. Okay? So that kind of answers both questions in one sentence. There are 4 faces, and they are in the shape of triangles. So what I want you to do is pause your video, and then you do the your turns, And when you come back, your answers will be here and ready for you. Alright, so on number 3, your lateral area should be 11.7 square feet, and then your total area should be 15.6 square feet. Lateral would just be these 3. This one is your base. So these 3 are faces. Now this one's not unwrapped for you, it's not opened up in a net, but you still should be able to do it. You've got 4 triangles that have a base of 16 and a height of 20. So this is a face, this is a face, this is a face, and this is a face, all 4 triangles. And this bottom one is your base, which you would just do 16 times 16 for it, and then add those 2 together. So, the way that you're going to see this is you're going to see it in word problem form. That's how we see everything on all of our tests. They're always word problems. There's no just plain problems on their own. So, our problem says, several students have volunteered to design and build structures for the Lincoln Middle School art exhibit. Don't ask me where they come up with these names. I don't know. Shoshana's team plans to build to display sculptures. Sorry, guys. You know they do that. Okay, let me try again. Shoshana's team plans to build stands to display scriptures. Each stand will be in the shape of a rectangular prism. The prism will have square bases with side lengths of 2.5 feet, and it will be 3.5 feet high. The team plans to cover the stands with a metallic foil that costs 22 cents per square foot. How much money will the team save on each stand if they cover only the lateral area instead of the total surface area? So, first thing you have to do is find your lateral and total surface areas. So, our 4 lateral faces are 3.5 by 2.5. Okay, that's these right here. These right here are faces. Sometimes it helps if you label them. And then these 2 are going to be your bases. So you would do 3.5 by 2.5, and then multiply that by 4. That's what they do right here. And you've got 35 square feet. For your bases, you would do, excuse me, 2.5 by 2.5, and you have 2 of those. So then you would multiply that by 2. Now for total, now they just kind of skipped a step here. They didn't find each one and then add them together like we did on the other examples. They just added the lateral with it. So altogether, your total is going to be 47.5. So now we need to find the prices for each of those. So our lateral, they're going to do total first, sorry. Our total is going to be 22 cents times 47.5. Now I would change this to 47.5 to make your life easier. So 22 cents times 47.5 is going to give you 10.45. And then your lateral area was only 35, so you do 22 cents times 35, which is going to give you 7.70. Now they want to know what is the difference. How much are they going to save? So we need to subtract those 2, and they're going to save $2.75 after they subtract them. So, you've got another problem that's dealing with the same kind of thing, where your full costs 22 cents per square foot. So they want to know how much will the team save altogether by covering only the lateral area of the 2 pyramids. So make sure you read everything. You get all of the important information. I'm not reading it to you. Remember, don't get stuck on the names. Replace it with another name that's easier for you to read, if that's what helps you if you get distracted. Replace it with Kim. Kim sounds great. It's easy to read, and you're not going to get tripped up over the name. So, work this one out whenever you come back to it. I'll have your answers sitting here waiting on you, and then you'll be free to complete your guided practice. Alright guys, so when you work it out, you get $1.72 as your difference. Remember, you can always log into the website for the textbook, because you have textbook access. You have your logins, and you are more than welcome to use them anytime that you need. If you get stuck on these, please use the book. That's what it's there for. So, good luck.